She didn't take a nap, so she's sleeping. She should be fine for, I don't think she's going to wake up until the morning, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway. And the first person we have here is Siba for love. Okay, let's do Siba love. Okay, if you're not with anyone right now, you do have a new interest on the horizon that could come in out of the blue when you least expect it. Maybe a Sagittarius. It also looks like you've got the world at your feet and an Aries around. Both of these people have long-term potential around them, and they're both feeling very ambitious. If you're not with anyone right now, there's cause for celebration that comes in with new energy, which is on the horizon, maybe early spring. Soulmate connection as well. Possibly a Gemini is around. If you are with someone right now, I would say you may need to have patience with your current relationship, but things are moving forward, and there's long-term potential around it. I would say that it's a soulmate connection, and there's cause for celebration probably early spring. Rosie, general. Oh, nice. Okay. So the love cup is full. If you're not with anyone, you have a new interest coming in. If you are with someone, things should be moving along really nice for you. You've got the world at your feet. No one's around. You've got divine timing bringing in an Aries. You also have the Four of Cups. This person could be in your life right now and you haven't taken notice of them. If you are with somebody, I would say the Four of Cups could be that there is an offer in front of you that you're not seeing, or the solution to a problem that you're not seeing yet, but it will be revealed. Life seems to move forward pretty quickly as we move into the springtime. Allison, how will things go if I start to make a makeup YouTube? Oh, I think that's a great idea. You should do it. Definitely. My dad is going to start doing videos, which I think his channel is going to do really well because he's going to be doing art classes. So once he gets it up and running, I'll put the link on my page. But yeah, I think you should do it. Why not? Yeah, I would do it. It looks like you're not going to hold yourself back. You're ready, willing, and able. Things seem to move forward. At some point, you'll feel like the hard work you've put into it has brought you to the top of the mountain. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't do it. Tilly, I may have a general for tomorrow. General for tomorrow. Got nice stuff happening tomorrow. First, you have the Nine of Cups, so you have a wish. Could be starting a new journey, or there may be something that happens a little bit out of the blue, kind of spontaneous. Whatever it is, it's positive. You have a Libra around that may be significant, or there could be communication that comes in from a Libra that's significant, or it could be two different things. A Libra's around and communication comes in from someone who you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Not holding yourself back, feeling like you have a lot of positive energy tomorrow and you're able to get a lot done. Adriana, general this week. Got the Empress and the Knight of Cups. There could be a new love interest around. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. You got a Leo and a Cancer coming in. Life seems to move forward. It also looks like the hard work you've put into something is coming back to you. Growth and change is coming to your life in general. A Scorpio shows up. Persistence pays off and brings in happiness. Could have some new interests coming in this week. That's not bad. And also, I think that, I don't know, things around work may get easier, or it may be a pleasant week at work. Soleil tomorrow. Not bad. You may be feeling well respected at work. You may be feeling well respected, well compensated, or heard. You know, like people are listening to you. You're stepping into your own strength tomorrow. Life is moving forward. Got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Whatever it is, it would make you feel relief. Could be working very hard on a creative project that you get a lot out of, and you have a wish tomorrow. Put it out into the universe. Whatever it is, put it out there into the universe. Talia, when will I hear from B? Soon. Could be within the next 11 or 12 days. Soon. Tiffany, who's coming towards me in love? That success coming in around a Taurus. Disappointment moves into the past. An air sign comes in as well. A Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Things change for you around your love life quickly, and balance returns to your life. It looks like tower moments, disappointment, anxiety, feeling unbalanced or unstable are all going to move into the past, and your love life is going to move forward. Possibly with an air sign or a Taurus. Rhonda, will Michael Blue the Scorpio be a good mate for me? Yeah, you got a 70% chance, yes, and he doesn't hold himself back much. So if he says he's going to do something, he does it. Lady, is my ex-boyfriend Michael a dusty? I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. I'm going to ask it as a yes and no question. Yes. I have no idea what that means, but yes. Rebecca, general for this week. You've got a little adventure or something out of the blue that's fun that goes on this week. Life changes for the better quickly. It also looks like you may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study, or you could be starting that. It also could be on-the-job training. Whatever it is, it's positive. Nine of Pentacles, you got some money coming in this week. Your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. It also looks like you're well prepared this week. You accomplish a lot. You have a Virgo and an Aries around you that could be significant. The world is at your feet, and happiness comes to you before the end of the week. It should be a pretty good week. Soleil general for next week. You could be focused on a new business or career endeavor. You got money headed your way, and negativity and pessimism is moving into the past. It also looks like you have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Life comes back into balance and feeling like you have a grounded, stable business relationship on the horizon. Knight of Wands could be a fire sign that enters. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that has long-term potential around them. And you've got the High Priestess, your intuition is on, so definitely listen to it. No longer holding yourself back. You'll have choices. You'll have choices and decisions to make on which way you're going to take your, it may be business. It may be like the side business kind of a thing. That may be where the choices and decisions come in. Either way, it looks like next week is a pretty nice week. That love. Could have a new beginning on the horizon, and you may need to make a decision. You got different people here. At some point, you might need to make a decision as to where you want to put your energy and time. Cause for celebration comes in when you find that an air sign is no longer holding themselves back, but they're coming forward more. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It also looks like you could be spending time out of the clear blue sky, like a last minute, spur of the moment thing, with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Feeling like you're getting a little bit more respect out of just men in general. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. And once you decide like who you're going to commit to or where you're putting your time and energy, things may start to move forward pretty quickly. April, this week, sure. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Your intuition is heightened, so listen to it. You got some good luck coming in. Maybe putting effort into a creative project. It also looks like you've got a water sign around you, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and the love cup is full this week. Not a bad week. JP, if I text B right now to meet up with me, will that? Okay. Will B meet up with me right now? I don't think so. Not if you need them like at a moment's notice. I don't think they're going to be ready for that. If you text and you ask for it in advance, you may get that, but not in the moment's notice. They may not be available. Adriana, work. Got good karma coming back, or you may be feeling like they're treating you very fair with the Justice card. It also looks like your persistence pays off around work. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. You got money coming in. You got a lot of money and stability coming in, and also feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, stepping into your own personal strength. Work looks pretty good over the next couple of months. April, nothing from S yet. That could change pretty quickly because you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Sun. So you may be hearing from him soon. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Things can move forward pretty quickly. Maybe within the next couple of days you'll hear from him. Oh, Dusty is a broke man. I don't know why Dusty to me sounded like something dirty. Like not dirty, like perverted dirty, but like, I don't know. I don't know what I thought it meant. But anyway, all right, thanks. Now I know. New me. Should I let Chris or C do my hair for my trip? Okay, should I let Chris? Should I let C? I would let C do it. Yeah, I would let C do it. I mean, either one looks like it would be fine, but I think that you may like C better. Lady, did my father cause my mother's mental illness? I don't think that one person can cause somebody's mental illness. I think that that's something that you're, like, that you either, I think you inherit that. Let's see what the cards say. You know, like, they say that my grandmother was bipolar. I don't think somebody can make you bipolar. I think that that's just inherited. I don't know looking back if she was really bipolar. I think that she was a narcissist. That's what I think. I think she had narcissistic personality disorder. And it sort of makes sense when you look back on like the way that she was raised. She was, maybe I'll do a video on it. And I don't even know if I know the whole story. But basically, her mom came here from Italy when she was like 18. And her mom came here, I think she had an aunt here. But she didn't have any other family. The rest of our family stayed in Italy. She married my great-grandfather, who was American, but great-grandmother never learned how to speak good English. She had a hearing problem. So between having a hearing problem and not being able to speak the language, I don't know, whatever, there was barriers. But my grandmother was the only child, and she was very spoiled. She had other children, but I don't know if she had a lot of miscarriages. I know that she had a brother, my grandmother had a brother who died of pneumonia as an infant. So my grandmother was very protected. She was like spoiled, whatever. So, and my grandmother figured out always how to manipulate people into getting what she wanted. Like that was just what she did. And she didn't know she was doing it. She just did it. So I know I don't believe that somebody can bring out a mental illness. I think that you have to be born with it. I mean, some people may be better at, you know, dealing with it than others, but I think that stuff's inherited. Right? Did my father cause my mother to be mentally ill? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, it wasn't his fault. He maybe didn't make matters any better, but he wasn't the cause of it. She had problems to begin with, mentally, which, you know, like my grandmother, like when you just, like I said, I don't know the whole story, but like, my great-grandmother bought my grandmother a chick for Easter, right? So it was my grandmother's pet. And she used to walk the duck on a leash. Well, it was a chicken. I don't know. It was a chicken. Anyhow. So grandma comes home from school one day and guess what's for dinner? But now that's really traumatizing to a kid. But you, like the mother, like she grew up in Italy. So did they do that back then? I mean, did they do that here? You know what I'm saying? It's like if that's how they lived. They didn't look at it the same way. Like my father used to tell this story. He had an uncle who was Greek. And every year my grandparents used to have like a big party in the backyard, and the Greek uncle used to put lamb on the thing. I don't know. It goes around like this and it takes hours to cook. My dad was a little kid. He went to open the refrigerator and there was a lamb's head in it. Like, we don't know about that. We don't have that happen here now. Like, I don't have lamb's head. I mean, I don't have meat in the house, but, and that would like scared him. He was a little kid. But that's the way it was then. But you could see the trauma. And like my grandmother had like no feelings. Like she had no, like my mother, her daughter died and she didn't cry at the funeral. It's like, really, that's your daughter? Crazy. But like, that's, you know, I don't know. I think it's a combination of the way that like mentally it comes down through the genes, right? And then not knowing any better. Like we didn't know. My grandmother pulled a lot of crazy episodes, and that's when they had her diagnosed as bipolar, but I don't know if that's right. Anyway, enough of that. April, what's the potential with S and I? At this point, I get 33% chance it moves into a committed relationship sometime before the spring starts. So that's coming up around the corner. Let's see what happens. What we have about a month, over the next month. So things could be moving forward, maybe slow and steady, but the potential is to move forward. Susie, are me and B over? I gave him an ultimatum. Okay, are me and B over? No, but well, it's up to you, because, okay, he may not give in to the ultimatum, whatever it is that you whatever the option was that you gave him. But so you may think that it's over, but he comes back at some point and he's going to want to try to start things again. And then that's where it's going to be up to you whether or not you want to shut the door on him or you want to continue to see him. I don't think he's going to give in to your ultimatum, though. I don't think that the ultimatum is going to change things for the better. I think he's probably not going to respond well to that ultimatum. But then at some point you'll hear from him again, and then it's going to be your decision as to whether or not you want to go back with him. Talia did one for Anonymous. When will the communication pick up or improve between me and Julie in the Libra? Okay. Could be within the next 13 days. Relatively soon, the next 13 days or so. 2 weeks maybe. Cinnamon, general career for the rest of the year. Well, you could have a new job opportunity on the horizon. I don't know what you're doing now, but you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and money looks like it's coming in. You got success around new endeavors. Persistence pays off. And you actually may find a job, even if it's something like part-time and temporary, like that kind of thing, where you really enjoy it. You feel very strongly about the position or the job. You got good stuff happening. I would say, even if you were to, I know that you're in school, but if you're not if you're just looking for something to get by for a little while, whatever it is that you find, you seem to be very happy with. Maybe something that's part-time. Brianna, will me and Jaden, Sagittarius, hang out again? It could be at the 8 of Diamonds. The diamonds would be before the end of the winter, sometime this winter. So I would say there's an 8 around it. Could be in 8 days. It could be, this would be, I'm going to say definitely before March 20th. You should be hanging out with him. Susie, will he change? Does he love me? No, people don't change. He's not going to change. If you're hoping that he's going to change, he's not changing. That's it. This is who he is. And that's it. We get that question all the time. But he's not going to change to be somebody else. No, whatever it is that he's doing, this is who he is. He cares about you very much. But I don't know that you're going to see much of a change in this guy. This is the person he is, and he doesn't change. So, you know, you may have to make a decision as to whether or not you want to be in this anymore. People, anyone that's looking for somebody to change to save a relationship, it's not going to happen. It doesn't happen. Nobody changes. This is who the person is. And the way people change is either over time, a long period of time, or because they want to change, not to make somebody else happy. So if you're not happy with him the way he's treating you, then it's up to you to leave the relationship, because otherwise, you know, you'll turn around a year from now and still be in the same situation. Like, this is like an age-old thing that everybody goes through. But like always hoping like, okay, maybe it'll be different this time, or maybe he's going to change, or maybe he's going to do this time. Nope. Nobody ever changes. They may be good for a couple of weeks. They may be better for a couple of weeks, but inevitably they go back to the person that they really are. UAF general for this week. Pretty good week. You got money coming in and possibly paying off a bill of debt or a loan, which will make you feel nice and relieved. Looks like you're maybe connecting with a spiritual practice that serves you well, stepping into your own strength. You also have the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Eight of Pentacles, learning a new area of study, going back to school, whatever it is, it's positive. Could even have a new job opportunity presented to you this week. Three of Pentacles, a business relationship with long-term potential. The world is at your feet. Not a bad week at all. Lady, general for finances. Okay, you're being guided by the divine. You might need to have a little bit of patience when it comes to finances, but pretty soon you're going to turn a corner where now money starts to flow much more freely. Your persistence pays off. It looks like you've got plenty of choices, plenty of money coming in, feeling balanced and stable around money, and money is flowing. Like, this is, whatever's going on with finances, it's going to change for the better very quickly, but it may not be just yet. Like, this may be like early spring or maybe sometime in March. You have a wish around your finances. Things are improving. You've got the sun coming out. Money's flowing to you. Things should pick up. April, general for S&I for 3 months. General for S&I for 3 months. Okay, there's opportunity for growth and change and strength to come to this relationship over the next 3 months. I'm not seeing commitment yet, though, in the next 3 months. I got to tell you that. It does look like spending time together. Communication picks up. It looks like things are growing and strengthening. There's lots of room for success to come down. You're like feeling successful, feeling cause for celebration, but I'm not seeing commitment, not just yet. Adventure comes in. Little spontaneous trips come in, or spontaneous outings. Like, there's a lot of good stuff happening. I just don't see a commitment yet, not in the next 3 months. Communication's picking up, though, and you should be seeing more of him. Soleil, love. Okay, moving forward, you're going to have the world at your feet. You got a fire sign that comes in pretty strongly, or Sagittarius, Aries. It may not happen right away. It could take a couple of weeks. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Bring in someone pretty quickly. But I don't think it happens right away. But when it happens quick. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in around starting a new journey that could have long-term potential. I think it's a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, got a lot of fire around you. You might have spirit messages for this week. You know, look what I just found. Kabbalah cards. I don't know how to use them. I got to read the thing. But maybe we can use these tomorrow. Like, they have sphere and wisdom. What the hell does sphere mean? I got to read the thing. I don't think that I ever use them. Path. Understanding your severity. I'm going to have to read the thing. I don't know what this is all about. I don't think I ever use them. Spirit cards. The Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. The Dreamer. Archangel Metatron. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities. The Six of Air. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation. Taking a trip. Soleil the next 2 days. You might feel a little bit stuck, but I don't know. You may be just having a moment because actually, like, things look like things are moving forward, but you just could be feeling a little bit stuck. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You have an Aquarius and a Sagittarius around you, and also a Virgo that could be of significance. Over the next couple of days, you may feel, yeah, you may be just feeling a little bit stuck. Chariots in reverse. It's maybe feeling a little bit like you're waiting for your ship to come in. But there is a new journey, and the Magician is here, which means you got the ability to manifest new opportunities. I don't know. You just may be feeling a little bit stuck. I don't think the next 2 days are bad. I just don't think anything wonderful is happening or anything out of the ordinary. Nima, general for the rest of the week. Being guided by the divine, feeling more balanced and like you got a large sum of money headed your way. That's not bad. It could be through a stable business partnership or relationship or whatever it is. Things change for the better quickly around a new business opportunity. You also have a soulmate connection coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, you have the ability to manifest it, and the Empress showed up. Love, money, abundance, fertility. If you're not with anyone, you have an earth sign coming in. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. When will we hang? When will Kay reach out to me? You could hear from him within the next week. And you could see him. Well, the diamonds would be before the end of the winter. There's a 6 around it. I don't think it's going to take 6 weeks. Maybe you'll see him in the next 6 days or the next 16 days. You should hear from him sometime this week, and maybe you'll see him before the end of next week. Like, you know, maybe you'll hear from him sometime this week, and then sometime before the end of this week, you'll see him. Cece, general love for the week. I have Lenormand cards. I have them in here. Maybe I can pull them out. I started with these. I don't know. There was something about them that I didn't really like. I felt like the answer was always bad. I used to do these. Let me just answer this one first. General love for the week. Okay, things seem to be moving forward and there's cause for celebration before the end of the week. It also looks like you may be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You got some good luck coming in. A Virgo is around that may be significant. You could have some choices. It also looks like you have an Aries around and a Gemini and a Capricorn. There could be some choices that come in this week. Definitely. So I didn't pull them all out, but I used to bring these to A&P when I worked there at night, and I used to do readings for like my coworkers just to practice, and I always felt like the answer was negative. I always felt like the answer was negative. And there's one, it's the sickle. It's the sickle that, you know, that cuts something. And my one friend, Nick, he used to be like, I'm not doing it anymore. He goes, I always get that cleaver. I don't know. I always felt like the answer was negative. I don't know. Maybe I'll play around with them again. I've got more of them in there. I don't know. I got mad at them. Like, fucking answer is always negative with these. I mean, they're really pretty, though. Like, look at that. In the clock tower. They're pretty, but... Oh, here it is, the sickle. Lydia, Mac the Cancer texted, called, and wanted to say, hi, what's next? He's going to want to see you. He's going to want to see you. There's cause for celebration that comes in around feeling successful, around you could manifest a new opportunity with him. He's looking for growth and transformation. He's going to want to see you. He's going to want to see you next. Or he could show up. Hopefully he won't just show up. I don't like when people do that. But, yeah, he's going to want to see you. So, like, does Daniel miss me, and when will he contact me? I do think he misses you. You might not hear from him for a while. Ace of Clubs. The clubs is usually, well, clubs is usually the summer. I don't think you have to wait that long, but the ace can also be the beginning of any, beginning of a season, the beginning of a month. But generally speaking, the clubs are the summer. I wouldn't expect communication too soon. No, I don't think that you're going to hear from him that soon, but I don't think it's going to be the summer either. Maybe you'll hear from him in the beginning of March. Maybe March 1st. Lydia, week read. Oh, you got happiness coming out. You've got a lot of nice things happening. You got a wish this week. You have somebody that's coming in love. You've got no longer feeling stuck. Happiness comes out. You got a soulmate connection on the horizon, and you may be hanging out with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and there could be a new connection that comes in. A new connection. You could be hanging out with a Cancer and a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or, yeah, there could be two different people. You should have more than one opportunity this week. Anthony, does the Cancer think about me these days? And if yes, why? And what was her intention? Did the Cancer think about me these days? She does. She feels like you were part of her life and you cross her mind every now and again. She has happy thoughts of you, or she remembers you in a pleasant light, but I don't know that you're going to get communication from her anytime soon. I'm not seeing communication coming, but she does think about you and you cross her mind pretty often. It says, marriage reading for myself. Will it be arranged or will it be love? Okay. Will my marriage be arranged? Well, at this point, you got a 70% chance, yes, it will be arranged, and a 30% chance that it'll be love. That could change at some point, but if you're like looking for arranged marriages, that's pretty high that could happen relatively soon. You could find someone that you know you're compatible with pretty soon. Alina, what's coming in love, single? Okay, you get a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You're being guided by the divine. You also have a Capricorn. This is coming up soon. You're going to have choices, and they're on the horizon. I would say springtime you meet these people. Got a Taurus, a Capricorn, a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So there's at least 3 people here. A commitment's on the horizon with long-term potential. You might need to have a little bit of patience, but it's coming. The opportunity's coming this spring. I don't think you're going to be single for all that much longer. Okay, will my Sagittarius R ever come back after no contact? You could hear from them at some point, but I don't really see much of a reconciliation happening here. It seems like by the time they contact you, your life has moved forward. Lady, should I get an exorcism by Bob Larson? Oh, that's funny. I know somebody by the name of Bob Larson. I would say no. I don't think that you need to. I don't think that there is anything spiritually wrong with you, and I think that it's going to cost you a lot of money, and it's not going to do it for you. I don't think so. I don't think that you have, I don't think you're possessed by anything. And, no, I don't think that you should do it. If you think it's going to make you feel better, then the thing is, it's going to cost money. And I don't really think it's going to do anything. But, you know, that's your choice. I mean, I've had a lot of shit done for me, and it's cost me a ton of money, and nothing changed. Really, nothing changed. And I've paid people lots of money to do all sorts of shit. Soleil, what can I expect at Jetson Center next week? Next week looks like not all that much is changing. You got the Death card in reverse. Everything seems to continue the way it is. Things are balanced, things seem stable, but I don't think that things are grounded. I don't think anything out of the blue, anything different or out of the blue happens next week. Next week seems to be slow. Nothing changes. Everything is just the way it normally is. It's not bad. It's just, I wouldn't expect anything to change, and I don't think all that much is going on next week. Where the heck am I? Caribbean General. Caribbean General. You could be starting a new journey. Life seems to be moving forward. Got a new business or job opportunity on the horizon and no longer feeling stuck, feeling a little bit more like life is starting to move forward. It also looks like you're listening to your intuition and balance comes back to your life. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care does you well, and spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Elsa is track my soulmate. Well, we don't only have one soulmate. We have plenty of soulmates. So is it a soulmate connection? Let's see. I don't think it's a soulmate connection, no. Harsha, a message for me. Intuition is spot on, so definitely listen to it. You could have a new job opportunity or a new beginning on the horizon. It also looks like you're feeling well prepared. You make it to the top of the mountain, feel like you can breathe a sigh of relief. Capricorn comes in, that's significant. You got some financial stability coming in, and life moves forward pretty quickly. Ten of Pentacles, you got money coming in. Soleil, is my coworker Tyrita a snake talking behind my back? Okay, let's see. Is Tyrita a snake talking behind my back? No, I don't get that. No, I don't think that she is being a snake, and I don't think she is talking behind your back. You know, it's a work thing, and everyone's going to protect themselves, so I would just be cautious with her, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. April, can I get a general love for myself? I like this new guy, S. He seems like someone that I've been wanting for some time, and I like to go with the flow with him, but also I'm afraid of wasting time. Okay, let's see. Well, here's the thing. You're not holding yourself back. So that's positive. If somebody else shows up and you find them interesting, you may give them a chance. And you're not committed to this guy, so you're not doing anything wrong. If somebody else shows up, then, and somebody could, you got a Sagittarius here, that could come in out of the blue. If this other guy doesn't move forward. I do think that he moves forward because he shows up, the water sign, and he's slow and steady, wins the race. But you are keeping your options open, and there will be other opportunities. So as far as, like, I would look at something like you're wasting your time if you're just sitting around holding the phone, waiting for him to call, and you're not seeing anyone else. You have your, you know, when's he going to call, when's he going to call, when's he going to call, and I'm not going anywhere, I'm waiting for him to call. That, to me, is wasted time. But if somebody else shows up and, or, you know, you find them interesting and you want to give them a chance, I don't think you're wasting your time. There's no reason why you can't talk to a couple of people or even date a couple of people if you're not committed to one person and you have other opportunities coming in. So I wouldn't look at it like you're wasting time. I do think there's potential with the water sign, but you also have here a Libra and you have a Sagittarius coming in. So, you know, sometimes somebody else comes in and, you know, if you're having a conversation with the Libra, sometimes disconnecting from the water sign, that could catch the water sign's attention. I mean, I feel the same way just in general. Like, I don't like telling people, oh yeah, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And then like the person gets in this, well, I'm waiting, I'm going to wait. And then to me, that's wasted time. Or throwing a lot of energy after something that's not working. That's wasted time. You know, like, going around in a toxic circle with a relationship, breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to do this. Now I'm not going to answer the phone. I'm going to block him. I'm going to unblock him. That to me is wasted time. But I don't think that you're wasting your time right now. I would give it a little bit more time. But if somebody else comes in the meanwhile and you want to start talking to them, I don't see anything wrong with that either, because you're not committed to this guy. You can do what you want. And sometimes, you know, that, like, that's what it takes. A lot of people that I know, like my one friend, she never had any dates, like, ever. Dated one guy, and she was hoping to get back together with him. She never had any other interest. Like, nobody else ever wanted to date her, or nothing ever happened. And then she started online dating, which was not her thing, but she just kind of made herself do it. And then all of a sudden, the guy at school, like, wanted to hang out with her. So now all of a sudden she had like 3 guys around her, and she was like, I don't even know what to do with myself. And then nobody ever wants to go out with me. She wound up marrying the guy that she wanted to get back with. But there was all of this, you know, like when she was out with the guy, the online guy, she didn't even like him. But she was like, you know, I have nothing else going on. He's a nice guy. I'm just going to go out with him. And when she was out with him, she wasn't worried about whether or not her phone was going to ring. So that, like, disconnect definitely helped her life move forward with the other guy, because they wound up getting back together and they got married. So sometimes that, you know, these other miscellaneous people come in, and that kind of helps to push the first situation forward. JP, why is R having so much anger towards me? Why is R having so much anger towards me? Well, okay, there's a couple of things happening here. First of all, they feel like nothing has changed for the better either between the two of you or in their own life. 8 of Wands is in reverse. So I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but either they may be holding you responsible for that which isn't true, or they're taking it out on you because they're not happy with where their life is. They have a lot of indecision around them. They feel like they're holding themselves back. And there's a solution to the problem in front of you, and you're not seeing it yet. So I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but I would ask them. I would just come right out and ask them. I had a friend who used to, like, sometimes, like, just snap at me for no reason. Or, like, just say, like, mean, like, not mean things. Like, she wouldn't say mean things, but she would, like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I get, yes, like, just be, like, snippy and short with me for no reason. But I came to figure out that it had more to do with her, what was going on in her life than mine. So I never made a big deal about it. But in this situation, you got a little mini tower moment here between the two of you. I would ask this person so that you could talk it out and get it over with, because it looks like it's going to blow over and things will it won't be like this forever between the two of you. Adriana, when is my next partner appearing? Well, you've got a couple of things happening. You've got sixes around you. So I would say the Six of Hearts would be sometime this spring. The Six of Clubs would be sometime this summer. I would say that you could meet somebody in the spring and your relationship could become committed this summer. But that's interesting that you got two sixes. Sam. I don't see the question yet. Let me do KM. General regarding my beauty career. Should I take the brow course in Houston? Okay, let's see. Yes, I think you should. It looks like your career could move forward really quickly. I don't know where you are right now in this career, but it's like it may be your passion. You may be very like having a natural talent for it, and things could take off pretty quickly. I would take any course that you can that you find interesting. So like if brow work is something that you find to be like a you have a special interest in, or you want to focus on, then I would spend time, like I would pick one thing that you really seems to be something that interests you and focus on that. And if it's the brow thing, which comes up pretty high, I would go for it. You know, you may start with one thing and it could lead you, you know, that usually happens. You start with one area and then all of a sudden you start branching out, and then before you know it, you have all these different things that you do, and you could have one hell of a business. TD, general for the week. You got happiness coming out this week. Intuition is heightened and arguments are moving into the past. You also have a nice job, business, or money opportunity coming in this week. A Taurus and a Leo are around you this week that could be of significance. And the hard work you've put into whatever it is you've been working on. I want to say it's a business thing, which should pay off. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility, and getting balance and respect out of all your, like, Six of Pentacles would be balanced business relationship where you're getting out what you put into it. If it's not a business relationship, then it would be a personal relationship. Whatever it is, it's positive. It also looks like you're not feeling so weighed down by the weight of the world. The energy around you this week is light and moving forward. TD, Aries energy towards me. Well, he's got a combination energy here. He's got the Hangman, which is stuck, but then he's got Page of Swords coming in out of the blue. So he could be stuck for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden, boom, you hear from him, or something happens like quickly between you and him. His energy shifts fast. YouTube. Sent Ann a text wondering how he feels for me currently. Well, he's sort of sitting around thinking, or he doesn't, you know, he may be like thinking about things, but he's kind of holding himself back. I don't think he really knows what to think or how to feel at this point. He's kind of, he's got a lot of respect for you. There's no doubt about that. He's got a lot of respect for you. He thinks that you're very ambitious, thinks that you're kind and caring, but he's spending a lot of time in contemplation or overthinking things. I don't know if he answered you back, but I don't know that he's going to answer you back tonight. You might have to wait until like tomorrow to hear back from him because he feels a little stuck. Christiana, my next romantic partner. Okay, when you walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, a Taurus comes in. You have a Taurus and a Leo on the horizon. And it looks like whatever one you decide, right now there may be, you could date the Taurus for a while and then you may date the Leo, but the next person that comes in, you're going to have a well-balanced relationship with. Your perseverance pays off. They're kind, caring, sincere, stable, and they come with them a lot of happiness. They're just genuinely a happy person. You may have to make a choice between the two people, or you may see one for a while and then the other, but whatever it is, there's opportunity coming in. Listen to your intuition. It also looks like it's got long-term possibility and feeling like you're not so stuck, but feeling like life is starting to move forward. Adriana, chances on being with someone new. Yeah, you got 3 aces. I knew that was going to happen. You know why? Because, like, think of it like this. You know, this reminds me of, like, the trip. Oh, you're going to go on a trip. Of course, there may not be anything planned right now, but eventually you're going to go on a trip. And the same thing with you. It's like chances of being with someone new. Well, there might not be anybody new right now, but eventually someone new will come in. So I knew that that was going to happen while I was flipping them. But I was like, oh, let me just see. No, KM, that's 100% right. That's 100% right. Right. When you obsess over something, you create blocks, and that's what blocks people from whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. The problem is it's hard to disconnect. A lot of people have a hard time disconnecting, or they think that they've disconnected, but they haven't. You know, like maybe they haven't reached out to the person, but yet they're talking about them constantly. But no, that's 100% right. The more obsessed you are over something, the further away you push it. It reminds me of like I always say, like rock star syndrome. Like if you're at a rock concert and you're like looking up at the person, right? Everybody's like this, right? And the person's on stage is, yeah, they're on some pedestal. They're up pretty high. So they're not obtainable. They're never going to be obtainable. The more you obsess over someone, the higher on the pedestal they go. And it's not just someone. It's anything. It's a job. It's money. The more you worry about money, the more blocks you create around it. And no, you're 100% right. I totally agree with that. Sam, why is he not contacting me? It's his way of controlling things. So I don't know where you are in this situation, but he's controlling things by not communicating. He feels like he's got the power now. I don't know what's going on between the two of you, but you could have a little bit of a long road ahead of you, and you may be feeling here like you've been treated unfairly. Where am I here? I lost my spot. Soleil, how is my non-bio dad Steve feeling about me? Feels like you're very grounded and stable. He feels like you've grown up and matured and stable, strong, independent, ambitious, kind, caring, sincere. He feels good about you. Like this would be grounded, stable, very strong, courageous. Like you have choices coming down that you're going to have choices of career and stuff, and that you're very ambitious. Things, if you haven't heard from him, you should hear from him soon. Or there may be communication soon. He thinks that you don't hold yourself back and that you pretty much got your act together. Liz, should Emily and I trust Adriana? Should we trust Adriana? No. No, not yet. I only get a 33% chance, and that's too low for me to say that you could trust her. I would be careful yet. Nessa, why is it hard to get over my ex? I still feel... People have a hard time letting go of the ex until somebody new comes in. That's what it is. It's like, it's classic. As soon as somebody new shows up and they're ready, willing, and able, and they're no longer treating you, you know, like they treat you better than the last person treated you, then you disconnect from the ex. Everybody holds on to what was because nobody wants to be alone, and that's what was there. But once you move past it, all of a sudden now people start to, like, they look back and they're like, okay, well, maybe it wasn't really as great as I'm remembering that it was. It does look like you are moving forward. You've got a Cancer coming in that may be of significance. You've got an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and you're stepping into your own personal strength. So anytime somebody, it feels like they're stuck and they just can't move forward, the best thing that I think you can do is pick up some kind of a new hobby or new activity that takes brain work so that you can, like, get them out of your head. Anything that requires brain work, like study a new language or go back to an old language that you used to learn in high school, whatever. Get busy, like learning something that requires your brain so that you're not thinking about this other person, because you can't learn how to read music and obsess over your ex in your head at the same time. It doesn't work. You have to be focused on what you're learning. And the more you throw yourself into something that's positive energy, the quicker you're going to move forward. Because, you know, everybody wants like some kind of a magical, well, it's because you're meant to be and he's your soulmate and he's coming back and this, that, and the next thing. But the truth is that most of the time, even if the person comes back, it's usually not a great outcome. It's usually, now we're going to relive the same nightmare that we already had. So why are we going to do it again? Because we don't want to let go. Because the ego doesn't want to let go. It's the ego that wants it. And I think everybody has been there. Everybody knows what it's like to want the ex back. But if you've ever had the ex come back and relive the same nonsense, it's like, why did I do that for so long? And I mean, I've done it. I think everyone's done it. Sam, what does he want from our relationship? I don't know where you guys are in the relationship, but there's some issues here. First of all, it looks like communication is down with the Page of Swords in reverse. It looks like he's got choices and decisions to make. It looks like he needs some space. There also could be a third party here that's interfering in the situation. It looks like things are a little bit stuck, and you may just need to kind of give this situation time. I don't think he really knows what he wants. I think he's a little bit all over the place, but he needs space, because otherwise this is going to be the relationship is going to be very unsuccessful. I don't know what I don't know where you are in this relationship, but if he's not willing to talk to you right now, I would give him the space and kind of disconnect right now, because it doesn't look like things are moving forward. Like, you can't move things forward by forcing them. It's not going to work. Flower, general for this week. I could be starting a new journey, and there may be a creative project around it that you're starting. Walking away from something that no longer serves you makes you feel strong. That's pretty good. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It also looks like you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Could also be spending time with the Virgo. The hard work that you've put into something is coming back to you. So whatever you've been putting a lot of effort into, that's going to pay off this week. Should be a nice week. Talia, may I have a reading in regards to my channel? You may feel like it's, if you've been feeling like things were really slow for a while, all of a sudden things are going to pick up pretty quickly. And you may feel like the world is at your feet and you got some good karma. Listening to your intuition, you have a wish around the situation. If you went through a moment in time where you felt like it was kind of like hit a plateau, that's gone. That's moving into the past. And your ambition around this channel is going to pay off. Listen to your intuition. The hard work that you've put in is about to pay off. Things are moving forward quickly. There's going to be a lot of success around that channel and more to come. Soleil. I gained 10 pounds within 2 weeks by eating like crazy. Will I lose the 10 pounds soon? Yeah, you'll lose it soon. It could take maybe a month. I would say it's going to take about 3 weeks to a month to take it off. But yeah, you'll take it off. It's probably, a lot of that's probably water too. You'll probably shed that pretty quickly if you cut out the carbohydrates. You'll lose the water pretty quick. That's not all fat. Although I do love how it comes on really fast and takes forever to come off. I mean, what the hell? Jesus. At my doctor's appointment after Thanksgiving, I gained 10 pounds in 2 weeks. And the woman that weighed me, she's like, you gained 10 pounds in 2 weeks. And I drank a lot of water before I came here. She was like, 10 pounds worth? I was like, shut up. Sam, is he seeing another person or is it his kids? Is he seeing another person? He could be seeing another person. Yeah, there are issues around this situation. But like I said, I don't know if you guys are together as a couple. I don't know if has been looking to move forward with his life. But there's a lot of complications here. I would give it a little bit of time. Like if you guys are not in a committed relationship right now, I would disconnect your energy from him and pull back. If you are in a committed relationship, I would have a conversation about what's going on because I think there are serious issues here that need to be discussed before this relationship can move forward. Kayla. General between Nelson and I. listen to your intuition when you deal with him. It looks like he may be lacking ambition, but the hard work that you've put into this situation will come back. There is long-term potential. I'm not seeing a commitment right now. I don't know where you guys are in the relationship, but it looks like you're headed for a slowdown, or nothing is moving forward as fast as you want. There is potential for the future. It just doesn't look like we got there yet. And I'm not seeing a commitment. It looks like things are pretty slow for a while. The Chariot's in reverse. The Love Cup is in reverse. Hangman is in reverse. So at some point, the situation could pick up, and there is possibility for long-term happiness around the situation. Now, if you guys are friends, you guys could be friends forever. If you want this to be a romantic situation, I'm not seeing a lot of romance and love here at this point. So you might have to be friends for a while before that comes. Cam, should I do the eyebrow course in Houston, or should I also apply at the beauty school? Okay. Should I apply for the brow class at the beauty school? I would apply at the beauty school, especially if you're going to do other things at that beauty school. It may just be more convenient for you to do everything in one place. I would apply. It can't hurt. You could always turn it down, but it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to apply. Why did S ignore me this weekend? Well, he's got a couple of things happening here. First of all, he's feeling a little bit undecided and unsure of what's going on between the two of you, and he was also feeling a little bit argumentative. You'll hear from him. You should hear from him. Four of Cups, he may have been spending time thinking about things, but you should hear from him like spontaneously out of the blue. Within the next couple of days, things should move forward and get a little bit better back on track. Miss Shante, General. No longer holding yourself back, laying down the law, stepping into your own personal power makes you feel strong and successful. And then moving forward, you've got an Aquarius and an Aries around you if you're not involved with anyone. You may be making a decision to walk away from the past or people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and look back on the past as like, you know what, it really wasn't as good as I remember it being. Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. You have a lot of people around you. You got a Libra and a Cancer also coming in. Feeling like you got good karma coming back, and life starts to move forward. Listen to your intuition. A Pisces enters. Success comes in. If you decide to go back to school, it would serve you well. Back to school or a new area of study, whatever it is, it's positive. Cause for celebration, and feeling like you're headed towards all 10 cups being full. You got a lot of good stuff happening here. Jesus. C3. Will my university let me enroll this semester if I send in an appeal? Yes. You get your justice. top. Vicky, general for the month of March. Okay, it looks like you may be feeling like you have a long road ahead of you, and you might feel like slow and steady wins the race, but that's going to move into the past, and life starts to move forward pretty quickly. You may be making a decision to leave the past in the past and move forward. You got a Taurus that comes in that may be of significance. You have money coming in that could be significant. Life moves forward pretty quickly. Maybe focused on a business or a side business project endeavor. If you decide to do it, it would pay off. Starting a new journey. You get money flowing to you and you have a wish. Put it out into the universe. Could be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water, or you may be planning it. Sonia, I want to know how will YSC, the Cancer, will treat me while being together in a committed romantic relationship, how life is going to be living with him. Not bad. It looks like it's like you're prepared. It's pretty well balanced. It looks like there's you have a wish around the situation. It looks like things move forward pretty quickly. The world is at your feet. It looks like it's a decent relationship. Love you, sunshine. Will me and Sagittarius marry? I don't see marriage coming in right now. The chance is slim. It's 33%, but that also might mean it's just down the road a ways. You know, you may have to wait. Like it just might not be happening like within the next year or so. There is a chance. It's just not high. Benita, how will I feel and react when Christopher comes back around? When he comes back around, you may be involved with somebody else, and you may walk away from him. Like you may have already turned your back on the situation. You have other choices, and you're happy, and you may move forward with your life before he comes back. And then when he comes back, you won't even be fazed by him. Angel, what are Elisa's feelings and outcome if I confess? Is it a good time to tell her she's a Libra and I'm a Gemini? Okay, is it a good time to tell her? Yeah, I think it's an okay time to tell her. It looks like she's going to be very kind. She'll be caring, sincere, but I don't know that the two of you are on the same page right now. Like she's going to be flattered, but I don't think she's expecting it, and I think she's going to be taken back by it. She's going to be surprised. I don't know how fast things are going to move forward with the two of you. I would say that, yeah, I mean, 70% chance the timing is okay right now. Yeah. Um, Spiritual medium, love for April specifically. Love for the month of April specifically. Okay, let's see. Okay, in the month of April, if you're not with anyone right now, if you're waiting to hear from someone, the communication's kind of down in the month of April. However, you got the Four of Cups, which means there could be a potential love connection in front of you that you're just not seeing yet, and they may step forward before the end of April. It looks like you've got a Libra around, a Scorpio around, maybe feeling a little anxiety around love, maybe feeling a little bit unprepared, but a new journey will start in the month of April, whether you're ready or not. You got a Libra and a Scorpio, and any regrets and negativity will move into the past. There's also a Taurus coming in. Now that also may be a timing thing. It could be when the sun moves into Taurus is when things start to move forward for you in the month of April. There is a little bit of spontaneity coming in. There's a little bit of adventure. I think there's new energy coming in April. T-Bet, what's going on with the Sagittarius? What's going on with the Sagittarius? Well, he's got a little bit of anxiety that he's dealing with. He may have just walked away from something that wasn't working for him, and he could be he could have choices on the horizon, and he may be kind of like unsure of what road to take. He looks like he gets through whatever it is he decided to walk away from, and he's moving forward with his life. He should have a new love interest or a new opportunity when it comes to love on the horizon that brings in cause for celebration. And he is starting a new journey. He just might not be there yet. Like that may be coming, maybe in the month of March for him. Sepia General. Okay, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. There's a Virgo around you that may be of significance, even if it's only a friend. They may be somebody that's important. And you have the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Three of Pentacles. You should have a business or job relationship. I usually feel like Three of Pentacles is more of like a personal business relationship, like where you would be making money over a long period of time, like a client, like that kind of a thing. But it could be any business relationship. It looks like you're stepping into your own personal strength, and that helps a wish come into fruition. Life changes for the better quickly, and finally you're starting to see some good karma come back to you. Well, Angel, what comes up around her is that she has no idea or very little idea that you have a crush on her. And if you like do something a little over the top, it's going to kind of freak her out a little bit. That's why I always say that it's better to try to become friends with her first. At least have a couple of conversations with her, or try to establish somewhat of a friendship so it doesn't come out of the blue. Like, like if I can give you an example, I don't even know who this guy was, but I got a package delivered to me at work once. I got fucking stories. And when I opened up the package, now at the time I was dating a sailor. So when I got the package, I didn't think anything of it because I just figured, oh, it was the sailor, I don't know, sent it to me at work. Why he would do that, I don't know. But who is sending me a package at my job, right? So when I opened it up, I didn't know who this guy was. I didn't know who he was. And it was like these dangling skeleton earrings. I don't know. I don't know. They were like Halloween earrings. I don't know what was going on. And there was a letter that he wrote about how he wrote a song about me, about the lady that sits in the tower, because I was the bookkeeper. And if you've never worked in a grocery store, you may not know, you may never have noticed this, but the bookkeepers are up very high. And you probably never notice them, but if you go into a grocery store and you look up, you're going to see the office is upstairs. Got to walk up to it. So I would be sitting up in that tower, the tower, it was the office, and he would see me up there, you know, doing whatever. I have no idea who he was. Anyway, he sent me this thing. Now, this other guy who used to shop at the store came in and he said, oh, my friend sent you this, blah, blah, blah. He's a really nice guy. He's this, that, and the next thing. It was so over the top that it scared me. I thought he was a crazy stalker. Like, that's what I thought, because I didn't know who he was. You know, I had to deal with how many people a day, and I didn't know who he was. He sent a package to my job. It was weird, right? He may have been a very nice guy. He could have been very sincere, but it freaked me out. I was like, that's weird. Here I am, a young girl. I close the store at night. I don't know who this guy is. Weird. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how she may take it if she's not expecting it. So I would try to become friends with her, let her know who you are first before you do something that's over the top, because like over the top can be scary. Only because like the person's not expecting it. And you know, even if you're like somewhat friends, she may not be, you know, like expecting this from you, and it's going to knock her, you know, she's going to be like, oh my God, what is this? Because she's not expecting it. If you've been talking for a month and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, let's go out, let's do this, let's do the next thing, then it's like, oh, it's, you know, this is just my friend, you know, we're just hanging out. But when it's something like leaving flowers, leaving anonymous letters, like that kind of stuff can be a little bit creepy because you don't know who the person is. Like, I've never seen this guy that sent those weird earrings. I don't know who he is. I know that he's been in the store, which makes it even creepier. You know what I mean? So I would try to like not be so over the top with her, because she didn't respond to the Facebook message, right? She never opened it. So I on the request. So I would, you know, like I would go in easy with her, because you don't want to scare her and make her run away. Sepia, career 9 spot. Once again, you could have choices. Out of the blue, Knight of Swords happens quick, or choices come in that lead you to success. Growth and change and transformation comes in around your current work situation. And somebody from your past could actually be connected or tell you about a job opportunity. There's somebody from your past around, and it can make your current career move forward pretty quickly. Yeah, your ambition around your current career will pay off. Sepia love. What's going on for love? Betrayal is moving into the past. It also looks like the hard work you've put into your love life will come back to you, or you should see the fruits of your labor pay off at some point. Leaving or walking away from things that no longer serve you can bring in a new love connection that moves forward pretty quickly. You've got, you got a couple of people here. You got a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have a Taurus. You could be the Taurus. Well, anyhow, you have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And it also looks like you may be doing something out of the blue that's a little bit adventurous. Maybe that doesn't happen right away. Maybe it's in the spring. Maybe all the stuff starts coming to fruition in the spring. Listen to your intuition, because even if things have been kind of rocky or unstable, or you feel like you're not getting anywhere, through the spring you should make it to the top of the mountain, and being guided by the divine should bring in new love opportunities. Sam, does he want a committed relationship with you? I don't think he's looking for a commitment right now. No, I don't think so. Melissa, love reading. You should have choices. So if you're not with anyone right now, more than one person shows up. Now, if you are with someone right now, the choice may be whether or not you want to move forward with this person or leave them in the past, or what's going on with that situation. Now, if you're not with anyone, you have an air sign that comes in. Cause for celebration comes in around an air sign. You also have divine guidance, and a Virgo comes in. Success comes in around love. When somebody makes you an offer, that would be hard to turn down. Out of the blue, a fire sign comes in. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may have a couple of options. And disappointment and heartache moves into the past. You should have long-term potential on the horizon with the next person or current person if you're with someone. The ability to manifest new opportunities. A Scorpio comes in. And also growth, change, and transformation comes to your love life for the better. YouTube, the question below with the yellow hearts. What's Jordan and Victoria's problem with me? I feel like they secretly don't like me. They're a couple and they're my coworkers. All right, let's see. I don't think that they don't like you. I think that they like you. I just think that they're, I don't know that they're, I don't want to say that they're bullies, but like they feel very strong because they have each other. You know what I mean? Let's put it this way. If they broke up, I don't think that you would be feeling the same way about them. If they didn't have each other, they wouldn't be coming off like this. Like they seem to be kind of like a bully team. I don't think that it's fair. Like, I don't think it's because they don't like you. I just think that they feel like they're stronger together. Like, it's stupid, but I was in a situation once where I felt like I was being bullied by a couple. And I thought to myself, like, I don't even have to deal with this. Why am I dealing with this? But I felt like I was being bullied, and I felt like there was strength there because there was two of them, and they were a couple. And it was bullshit. But I think that's what's going on here. It's like they feel very strong because they have each other. I don't think it's because they don't like you. Like, I do think that they like you, but they feel like they can throw their weight around because there's two of them. Well, let's see what happens if they don't stay together. See, there's sharp energy around this situation because they feel like they're strong together. You see, like, why do you have to be like that? I don't get it. But that's what it is. They feel very strong and that they can do what they want because they have the other person to protect them. Stupid. And it's very immature. Soleil, I just thought of Leroy hearing your grocery store story. He's direct manager of Kroger. How does Leroy feel about me lately? Okay. I mean, when you work in a grocery store, you know, because everyone's got to eat, you wouldn't believe. You just wouldn't believe what you got to deal with. I definitely feel his pain. Well, I think he thinks about you a lot, you know, like from time to time, like you definitely cross his mind, and he does feel sorry about the way that things ended. He cares very much about you, and I think he always will. Yeah, he feels like you're kind, caring, considerate, sincere, honest, humble. Thinks that you're very intuitive. But see, the thing is that he's a district manager, so the district managers don't have to deal on such a level. Like when you're in the store. I mean, I have videos on my channel about some of the shit that I've seen. Like you couldn't believe it. You couldn't believe it. One of my favorites. We had this woman Tess that came to work with us. Her name was Teresa. We named her Tess. We named her Tess before she even got there. But she was a store manager or an assistant manager that came to fill in with my manager, Anthony, who has since passed on. Was a young guy too. What a shame. He had knee surgery. So Teresa came to fill in, and she was, she fit right, from the moment that she got there, she fit right in. So she got to work one day. She worked like at the 3 o'clock shift from 3 to 11. And there was like a drunk woman. Like you don't see that often. She was drunk and she was passed out on the bench outside, and she had peed. She had peed on the bench. So Teresa had to get her off the bench, and then she had to hose down the bench with bleach, like water and bleach, and the bleach splashed back on her pants, so her pants were all bleached. And when I came in, I was like, what happened to your pants? She's like, I feel like I'm working a fucking barn. I had to hose down the bench out there because some drunk lady peed on it. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The stories are endless. Cindy, well, Kay and I hang out before I leave for New York City, and if so, when? Before I leave New York City, and if so, when? Yes, you should. Maybe sometime within the next couple of weeks. You should. Jewel. Would Andrew take me back and still want me? I don't think that the two of you are getting back together. No, I don't think so. It comes up very low that the two of you are going to reconcile, but you know, just from the way that you asked that question, like the energy of that question is like, would he take me back? Would he want me? It's almost like the energy of the question is almost like begging someone, you know, like take me back, right? So when you have that kind of energy, like you know, feeling needy or feeling unwanted or feeling like longing, desiring, all of that stuff, those feelings tend to build blocks around the situation. So that could be why it's coming up so low right now. So my suggestion would be to try to think of it a different way. Try to think of the situation as not being like needing to be taken back. You know, like, will he take me back is kind of like, it's like groveling almost. Do you know what I'm saying? So you want to have more of the power in the situation. Like, I'm choosing you, not will you please take me. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy of the situation is almost like you're kind of it's almost like it's very low. Like the energy of it is kind of low. So if you try to change the energy around the situation, then we can maybe get it to come back up a little bit. But right now it's very out of balance. Whenever you're kind of like come from a point of like not choosing your life, right? But having to be at the mercy of being taken back by someone, like that's the energy of that situation is very low. It's like I hope I'm explaining it right. It's like it's feeling like almost like a needy kind of a thing, and you want to come off more like you're making the decisions in your life, and I'm choosing the people that I want in my life. Not will you please take me back? Will you please still want me? Because that comes up as like wanting, needing, groveling, begging, that kind of a thing. You want to come from a higher place. Like, no, no, no. I make the decisions in my life. This is who's going to be in my life. That person isn't, they didn't treat me well. This person treats me well, so I let them in my life. I cultivate a relationship with the people that treat me well. I hope that helps. Oh, we had people that used to live in the store. Yeah, yeah, you're crazy. If you went upstairs to where the bathroom was, there was like panels. Behind the panels were like the generators and not generators. We didn't have generators, but it was like the electrical room. Well, if you went back there to use the bathroom at 11 o'clock at night, and you didn't leave and you stayed up there, and the managers locked the door and went home, you were in the store all night. And they found like the next day, right? Because then the store opens at 7, you come down and you leave. Nobody would know. Nobody would know that you were living in the store until somebody went into that room and found your house. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Can't make it up. And if you stayed in the back room upstairs like that, there are no cameras in that room. Nobody was going to see you. Somebody living there. Yes, people live there. It's crazy. Oh yeah, my manager, one of my managers was good looking, and he used to have like women come in there all the time. Nothing was happening, but you know, they would come in and talk to him, and they would be friendly with him, and they bake him cookies and shit like that. Cece, will MS and I hang out before I leave for New York City, and if yes, when? I'm not convinced that you're going to see him before you leave New York City. Not at this point, anyway. It's coming up too low. I don't think so. um, uh, did that one. What's the keto egg fast? I hate eggs. You're gonna make me eat eggs for 5 days? I'm not gonna love that. But that's what they say. They say the egg is like the perfect keto food because it's balanced perfect. How about Poober? When will things get better between me and Jay the Sag? I don't see all that much of an improvement here between the two of you. It looks like the star card is in reverse, which would mean that your wish around the situation doesn't seem to come into fruition. Wherever this situation is right now, this is sort of where it's staying. So you might have to make a decision as to whether or not you want to be in this situation. There is a demon around. So like the devil could be anything that's interfering with the relationship. It could be anything that interferes. It could be anything from somebody drinks too much, or somebody spends too much money, or maybe they've got earthly pleasures and they like to, I don't know, hang out with, I don't know, maybe they see other women. Whatever the situation is, it stays the way it is. So you may have to make a decision as to whether or not you want to be in this situation anymore. I don't see much of an improvement on the horizon. Hey, Dylan, you coming in? Want to come in here? Come on in. Are you coming in here? No, it goes the other way. Empress, Adam's energy towards me. Let me just go see what he needs. What do you want, Dylan? What do you need? You need a little water, maybe? Are you feeling a little parched? Okay. Adam's current energy and feelings towards me. Well, his energy is very stuck. He's very stuck and stagnant. But how he feels about you, he thinks that you're kind, caring, and very intelligent. He thinks that you have a lot of potential. He thinks that you're strong, loyal, courageous, and sincere. But his energy is stagnant. Sweet voice. How does my loved interest Julie family feel about me? Okay, how does Julie's family feel about me? They think that you're very successful, very intelligent, that you have a lot of potential, that you're kind. I think they like you and they have a lot of respect for you, for the most part. I don't know how well they know you. Sun strength, how is the Libra's energy towards me? You may be feeling disappointed. There's disappointment around the situation, or the energy is kind of like the world is against the situation. It doesn't seem like the energy is moving forward. It feels like it's stuck. Stargazer, does Charlie like Cindy? Want to come in? Don't be a scotch. Come on in. Come on in. Come in here. Come on. Come in here. Come on. Get in here. Get in here. Come on. There you go. That's it. That's my boy. That's my boy. There you go. We make room. You got it. There's plenty of room. Go ahead. There you go. That's it. All right. Does Charlie like Cindy? Yes, I do think Charlie likes Cindy. Gia, is the Cancer watching me on social media? No, it's not coming up high enough for me to say that they're watching. Have they seen something here and there? If it's come up in their feed, possibly, but they're not like watching something. No. CS, how will Darcy respond or react to my email? Turn around. Try not to wreck the joint, okay? Try not to wreck the joint. Jesus. How will Darcy react to my email? She holds herself back. But something gets revealed around this situation that pushes things forward. At the end of the day, whatever happens with the email, there's success around you listening to your intuition. I don't know. Something's going to get revealed. She may tell you something that makes everything make sense. And you're going to feel successful. Dylan, what do you want? What do you want? What? Show me. What do you need? What's going on? What do you need? All right, here. There you go. There you go, my boy. And I needed some more. Jesus Christ. My shelf. That's all right. Lady, what kind of connection do I have with ES? What kind of a connection is this with ES? Well, it looks like it may start off as a friendship that could develop. If there is potential here for romance, if this is a romantic interest. Looks like it's a karmic relationship. I don't see that it's a soulmate connection, but it does look like you have the ability for things to move forward, and you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain, and you are being guided by the divine, but I don't see it as a soulmate connection, no. It's probably karmic, but that's okay. I mean, that's not a bad thing. It looks like romance could develop a little bit down the line. You might have a choice, and you may be starting a new journey together. It looks like things could change for the better quickly, but it's not happening now. It's happening like maybe in the springtime or early summer. Yeah, I don't see soulmate connection. It's got to be a karmic. I'm looking for my PayPal account here. I mean, did you do 2 donations on PayPal? Because I only got 1. Let me check. Well, instead of doing 2 separate, then just do 1 for the double amount. You know what I mean? Because I just noticed that a lot lately with people doing a PayPal ones, they're asking more than 1 question, but they're only donating for 1 question, which it's just not fair to the other people that have been waiting. Recently, a dentist discovered a crack in my tooth. It was because of their aggressive treatment, or was it that she said it was the toothbrush? I don't think a toothbrush could crack a tooth. Okay, was it their aggressive treatment? I would think that they would have to be responsible for it. I can't imagine a toothbrush would crack a tooth. Okay, was the crack from the aggressive treatment? It was from the aggressive treatment. That's not, yeah, that's not from a toothbrush. No. All right, can we cut off the super chat so that I think I got to take him out? And I will answer for the moderators. All right, Dylan, hang out for 1 second. I'll be right with you. We do Mustafa General for this upcoming week around school. You've got choices and decisions to make around school, but it looks like you're feeling balanced, you're feeling strong, and you're accomplishing a lot. It looks like you're very successful around school this week. Whatever's going on, you're getting your shit done. All right, relax, Dylan. I'll be right with you. Shh. We were just out not that long ago. All right, relax. Shh. Okay, what can I give you? Oh, I'll give you a scoop of peanut butter. Let me get him peanut butter while I wait for the moderators. Want some peanut butter, baby? When did you go out? What time did you go out? Here, I got it, Dylan. Come here. Look at this silly spoon. It's all squished. Here you go. Eat this peanut butter. Oh, I know you love that. There you go. So I bought Dylan for Valentine's Day dog ice cream. Comes 4 in a pack, right? I mean, it's soy. It's not going to kill her, but Avery was eating it. And then when I took it away from her, she started to cry. You can't eat the dog's food. I mean, it's not, I think it's just soy, but I had to take it away from her. She got very upset. Mel, general reading around the Aquarius tonight. The asshole's stubborn. And you had to cut him off. Okay, let's see. General around the Aquarius tonight. This here may be you walking away from him. Yeah, you are cutting him out. Listen to your intuition. You've got the world at your feet and you can continue to call the shots. He does feel very connected to you with the lovers, and he feels like you guys could have had like you brought balance back to his life, and he's spending a lot of time thinking, but he's going to be quiet now with the Hermit. I don't think you're going to hear from him. If you're looking to get rid of him, he probably will be gone, but you're calling the shots. So if you don't want to get rid of him, you can fix this, like no problem. But yeah, if he's not getting it, yeah, then and you cut him off, then that's fine. I think he's going to go now with the Hermit in reverse. Brandy's here, right? I think that Brandy's here. Mishti, what did Sam from my previous workplace think of me? She was my boss and she was really manipulative. Okay, what did Sam think of me? Well, she thought pretty highly of you. She thought you were very intelligent, grounded, stable, down to earth, hardworking, or that you had a lot of potential. You were very smart, but you know, manipulating people, they could have like a little sickness. So yeah, she comes up as a Queen of Swords. It's a good thing that you're not there anymore, because you don't want to work with someone like that. She didn't think badly of you, though. Is Brandy here? She was here. Maybe she fell asleep. Let me do Julia. Is someone trying to stop the relationship between me and Troy? No, I don't think so. No. Nope. All right, I guess Brandy's not here. I'm going to take him out, but I'll be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know if we're going to have bad snow, but I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow. So maybe I'll put up a sale for tomorrow, because I'll probably be home all day. Or maybe I'll try to come on in the morning. Oh no, what happened? Look what happened when I knocked it over. The tip broke off. Oh, that really frosted my ass. All right, anyhow, I love this. what happens when I'm not careful. All right. All right, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe in the morning. Maybe I'll try to get on before she gets up. We'll see. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a good night. Look at the shelf. Bye-bye.